Hey, so I was telling some people a story tonight about my son, and I wanted to quick record that because I can't remember if I did a video about that already. I don't want to forget it. So, this was last summer. I think my son was on the hammock. He was really depressed and sad about something. I didn't know what. And I went outside to check on him and ask him what was wrong. And then he was frustrated because he had lost his very first full-time employment paycheck, which was like a paper check from his job. And I was like, well, we should go look for it, because he had biked to it from work, and I was just thought, like we should go look for the check. It probably fell out of his pocket. And I had this I could vision where on the side of the road this check would be, like kind of in the grass on the right side, like in this spot, like on the street. I kind of just had this vision of like where I thought the check was, and it just made me think like, we should go look for it. And then I asked him if he wanted to do that, and he said no. He was too in a funk, and he just did not want to bother to go look for it. And then that was like the sun was out. It was still earlier afternoon. And then when it was more dark, like, I don't know, 5, it was like more dusk, like evening. Finally, my daughter and I went to go look for it. And then we drove, and I didn't think like to go look in the spot where, hold on. I didn't think to go look in the spot where I like saw it in my mind. I just thought we should go look along the street, So we drove down we drove pretty much to his work and looked out the windows, kind of going the one way. And then hold on, this cat, Kitty, come on. And then, Kitty, go. I used to lock these cats up when I did videos. But anyway, Kitty, this is ridiculous. Anyway. And then my daughter and I went to look for it, and then we came back home from his work, and then my daughter had thought she saw it on the side of the road, and she's like, is that it? And I couldn't tell because I was driving, so she was on that side, the passenger side. And so then we pulled over, and she got out, and she's like, I think this is it. She's like, it said the name of the company on it. I must have told the story on here before. And then and she's like, we found his check. But then we had opened it up, and we thought, oh, somebody stole the check out of there, because it looked like the check part was missing. But it was amazing that we had found it. And so then we came back home, we gave it to my son, and then he was able to open it fully. There's a secret compartment that we didn't know about, and the check was in there. It wasn't stolen. Somebody who wasn't him had opened it and had tried to steal a check, but it was so secretly kind of hidden away in the secret compartment in there that they didn't think the check was in there, and he knew enough to open it fully and then get the check out. And it was amazing because the check, we did find it right where I had had that vision, that thought of where it would be in my mind. But what's so odd is I didn't think to go look there first, so I didn't think it would actually be right there. I just thought it will be somewhere along the side of the road. We should go look for it. But it was right there, right where I had had a vision of where it would be, which is amazing. And then I was talking to my son about it, and then he said, well, Mom, when you came out to talk to me when I was on the hammock, that he said he didn't say praying to God, but I think he said talking to the universe about, because he was sad and frustrated and mad at God, and he was like, I'm a good person, I haven't done anything wrong to hurt anybody, and why this is happening to me, and he was kind of upset with God, but he just called it the universe. And so when he told me that, I was like, well, you should tell God thanks. Because it was like God answered his prayer and was like helping him find his lost check through me and his sister, because he was too much in a funk to even go look. So he was the one that had prayed. I was the one who like saw where it was. His sister was the one who actually saw it. And then he got his check. And yet he was mad at God. And yet halfway praying, halfway not praying, and praying at the universe or the clouds, or, you know, he's just not full blown. You wouldn't call him a Christian. And God answered his prayer and knows what's going on and was taking care of him. And that's the part I just love about it, is it shows God taking care of him and seeing and helping, even through using other people to get him what he needs. And so I love the story, you know. And I was like, you should thank God. And then he said, I will. So anyway, so I might have talked about that on here before. I might not have. I cannot remember. But anyway, so I was telling some people tonight, and so it reminded me to make sure we have a video about that before I forget the details. Anyway, bye.